Hey, it's the beginning of the episode and you're here on Kieran's voice. And that means there's an announcement. And the announcement is we're doing a live show on the 26th of September in Berlin on Donaustrasse 115 in a venue called Donau 115, which is a jazz bar, I believe, most of the time. And we're kind of like jazz. It's about all the things that we're not saying.
It's an acquired taste.
It's an acquired taste. Like it's about the libel we're not saying. So we're doing a live show there from 5:30 onwards, Sunday, the 26th of September, half an hour before the first poll comes out. Come down. It's going to be a great time. And watch us disrespect this country we live in. Damn, son.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? This is a certified German election classic.
This is a certified lover boy.
Yeah, I do want to, because it's my birthday, this episode is going to be exactly what I want it to be.
Yes.
Which is, we have to settle the record straight of, is Corner Späti Team Donda or Team Certified Lover Boy?
So, I don't know what any of these words mean.
Well,
you know what
they are. You're too online not to know what these things
No,
are.
I'm on a different type of online.
I mean, true, but I feel that then that you are aware of the fact that Kanye and Drake have been having a little bit of a beef of, whose album's going to be better.
Kanye did release his album earlier this week, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Donda.
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 Donda. I get it.
Donda.
Donda esta la biblioteca.
Donde está?
Exactly.
Yes. Featuring what's his name from Texas? Beto O'Rourke. Okay, Kieran hasn't listened to it, which means that his opinion matters the most.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna I'm gonna be like that octopus that picks the World Cup winners. I'm just gonna.
You have no idea. You have no idea of anything else but your tank that you're in.
I barely have like a good conception of what a door is. So I'm just gonna vibe this out. You did show me the "I'm Too Sexy" Drake song.
Yeah, classic.
Which. That was insane. That literally caused me to stop in my tracks and grimace at the phone that was playing it.
Because it's so good.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's you picking Certified Lover Boy as your album of the year.
He's qualified.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with too much Volt stuff, so I'm a massive lib, and frankly, the Lover Boy is certified. So I'm big into credentialism.
The Lover Boy is a technocrat.
Yeah.
Lover Boy has been approved by a higher authority, which I trust implicitly.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Ursula von der Leyen, for certifying the Lover Boy through Europe. A stronger democratic Europe. Certifying all the Lover Boys.
It's going to come out that the Lover Boy did plagiarism on a certification. And has to renounce it.
Yeah, what's gonna happen? Yeah, it's like Franziska Giffey no longer can write doctor on her posters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
So how are you gonna? So you're just a Lover Boy. You're no longer certified.
oh damn.
Was the album cover of Certified Lover Boy just Drake hanging out with
No, it was a bunch of. It
is pregnant emojis.
It is a string of pregnant emojis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with different hair colors, with different skin colors, all of them pregnant.
It is insane.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
It's just
it?
it's 9 of them in a row on a white background.
So it's not like a Franziska Giffey poster.
No. It's
I got
frightening.
Them all pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't know what she wants to say.
I don't know.
That would make the Franziska Giffey posters much better if she's just hanging out with a tattooed builder and he's pregnant.
The only thing that would have made Certified Lover Boy a better album cover is if it was just pregnant Sonic.
Yeah,
that is the only, because it was such a bizarre cover. That only thing that was
bizarre.
just a meme of that caliber could
when did Drake
top it.
decide? That's great.
Brilliant. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I made my decision that I am Team Certified Lover Boy because this album came out on my birthday. It is horrible. It is a very generic Drake album with some of the worst lines I've ever heard. And then I realized, wait, I'm listening to Drake. This is exactly what I expected. And it's you know, it's what the doctor, aka me, because I am not a certified lover boy, nor am I a certified doctor in the country of Germany. Ordered. And
Dr. Loverboy.
yeah, I'm the only one who listened to these then, right? You didn't listen to Donda yet, have you?
No.
I heard some
Only
Donda.
one. I heard a clip.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I heard.
I saw that on YouTube. The album cover is just like a black square.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of cool.
Well, that's cool. When it comes to the album cover, it's probably cooler than what it
No.
A bunch of branded emojis. Yeah, fuck these emojis. I barebacked these emojis.
Oh my
All
God.
of them.
Yeah, I barebacked everyone in the emoji film. The hand, the meh face, the turd being played by Patrick Stewart.
That's just the amount of kids that. What?
The poop emoji being,
never-
played,
Oh.
Yeah.
being played by Patrick Stewart in the Emoji Movie.
Oh yes.
The film
true.
that was like a major blockbuster attempt to compete with the Lego Movie, but had to be brushed under the rug because the main voice actor was a sex pest, and it came out in between the film being done and it being released.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Emoji Movie. Emoji Movie is Drake's favorite movie.
Probably.
Yeah. Is the emoji in the Emoji Movie a certified lover boy?
These are the questions this album is tackling.
Yeah. You know what? We do need Rob here. Rob will defend Donda on his
Probably.
deathbed, probably. Rob, for those who don't know, Rob is a massive, like, kind of a little bit of a stereotypical Kanye stan, but in the best way you possibly could be. Then Rob respects the man for his, he understands Kanye, I think, better than anyone does.
It's the same way he liked, the same way when we're doing the stream and he just like goes wild for like whenever Chef's Club video comes up of them like shoving a whole block of cheese into a turkey or something.
exactly.
Like, yeah, this is just like outsider art. I love this.
Yeah.
It's like watch me melt chocolate onto some bacon.
Yeah,
and then,
Rob understands things that I think that I think Rob would understand too that the true transgressive nature of Kanye West, that he is the only transgressive pop star.
Yeah.
The king of
Yeah,
the
because everyone's like, oh, why did he get the baby and Marilyn Manson on it? I'm just like, of course he did. Like Kanye West is literally just about like triggering people at this point. He's kind of cringe, but whatever. Yeah. Well, I don't think that we're gonna,
we can't make this decision.
No,
without
we can't
Rob.
make it without
This
Rob. I
is
just
a
realized.
full podcast. Vote.
Yeah.
We're doing a coup
Yeah.
against Rob.
Yes. Corner Späti is officially under my jurisdiction as the dictator because it is my birthday and my birthday month.
Rob
and
is
my
Allende,
birthday
I guess, in
year.
this.
Your birthday.
It's
yeah,
my
I think
birthday
we all
year.
have a birthday
It's
year
my
this year.
How dare you say that to Nick on his birthday year?
Yeah, and because it's my birthday year, that means that I get a pick that we're all certified lover boys. So
100% a certified lover boy.
yeah, I gave you your EU certification for your
Thank
certified lover boys. I hope you're happy.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Yes.
vote.
We're all getting our certification at the Fry Universitat or whatever.
If I want to visitate
Yeah, we're getting it there.
school that Yulia and I both went to.
Yeah, that's why you're certified lover boy.
Exactly. Yeah, I mastered. Got my PhD in lover boy studies.
Lover boy studies.
But it is like so close to being like, if you just change certified into doctor, it's like a Eurodance hit that came out
As
of
I said, Dr.
Yeah,
Loverboy.
Dr.
Dr.
Loverboy.
Loverboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like
it's great.
that's a song that was invented in 1993 from like Bremen or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like they have like one American on the song who then can like make it an international hit.
Yeah.
It was like a troupe or whatever, and like lived in. That is exactly
The one
how.
that is rapping then or something
Yeah,
like that?
that's literally how Coco
Mr.
Jumbo.
President.
Coco
Yeah,
Jumbo,
yeah.
Mr. President. Yeah. That's
That's the same with Eiffel 65.
Yeah.
The guy who raps in that was like literally.
But
picked
he
up
wasn't
for
a
his
troupe.
He was. He was for that beef he went with the
Mr.
other.
President was
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is now Corner Späti canon. The singer from Eiffel 65 was in fact a Navy SEAL.
He killed Osama.
He killed Osama bin Laden.
He won't tell you about it because he's just that good a guy.
No,
Yeah.
I have to think of that meme where there's like someone just posting cute little seal pictures, like seals,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
someone saying like, "Don't believe the like innocent." They killed Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, exactly.
Picture this: 5 a.m. on a warm morning in Pakistan. Your door is knocked down, and all you hear is "Yo, listen!" and then gunfire and lasers.
Yeah, that's why they had to shoot down the one fucking Black Hawk helicopter because it was just blaring too much Channel 65.
If you watch the video again and realize that all the blue aliens are the Taliban, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, welcome to your weekly Corner Späti, and I guess this is the one of the final Valotrons. Yeah, we dropped that because
We're working.
we have jobs and yeah. But it's myself, Nick, joined with Yulia to the right of me
Yes, that's me.
and Kieran across from me.
I am a lover boy in training, apprentice lover boy.
Yeah.
Apprentice level.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Ausgebildete Loverboy Ausbildung.
Yeah, with every next level that you reach, you get another pregnant emoji on your on your album
see, there's
cover.
it's like Boy Scout badges.
Exactly. It's also like the thing too of like in Germany when you're a carpenter, you have to go a year around the country and like give work for free.
It's the same.
So
with,
you have to go around
and pregnant
before your certification.
Yeah, you have to bear back one of the lesser emojis, like the syringe, the box emoji.
Yeah, you have to travel. You have to travel around Germany and just you have to be a lover boy in order to get certified for 1 year.
Emojis no one uses.
Exactly.
That one that means shrine in Japanese but is basically a swastika.
Never.
Oh, that is an emoji.
Yes.
Yes. Well, for those who don't know, Germany's election's coming up.
Yeah.
We've been waiting to talk about this again because we don't want to be too Germany focused. But now is the water's right.
Yeah.
Things are looking weird. Things are looking a little freaky. The New York Times is telling you that the elections are boring this year. That's not true.
No.
We're here to
That's not true. Keep listening to the podcast.
Exactly.
It's going to be fun.
Fucking
We're
interesting.
going to promise it's going to be fun.
is the lead candidate maybe the most boring human being that exists? Yes. Does that mean that all the election is boring? And I would say no.
No.
And I think that where we need to kind of start off and like lay out this whole, picture for our listener is starting with the fact that the governing party, well, one of the governing parties, the CDU, has fallen off.
Yeah,
they
the
are
boss party.
yeah,
The
they
German
have
boss party.
they have been dropping in the polls for, I would say, a little bit of
I want to say
near a
one thing.
month
This has
now.
been a roller coaster ride. The New York Times is not right.
The New York Times is not right. It's been a roller coaster ride if you're into
Yeah.
polls, which is
Yeah.
Germans are losers and they love polls. This is the equivalent of like Donald Trump going on doing his whole thing, just like yelling and being like, you guys got that? We have
Yeah, polls.
numbers going up and down,
I know,
which
they're
is
wild. They're like one day they're here, the other day they're there. Nobody expected that the SPD would catch up like that. Especially with
especially
the SPD
after they-
being minus 1,000, basically.
Yeah.
Like on their lowest in their party history this year.
the lowest approval rating that they've had since Engels was a part of the party.
Damn,
was
those were the times.
their
Wish we could have that SPD back. Wait, they were doing not so well back then.
no, they were not doing well. They were also, I think, low key illegal at that time too.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing.
well,
They still had reasons because it was still cool.
yeah, exactly. But so yeah, the CDU has been tanking, and everyone's been pointing their finger at our favorite boy Armin Laschet. And we at Corner Späti are here to tell you that it's not true. Armin Laschet, there's nothing wrong with him.
Don't look at his son.
Don't look at his
Everything's
son.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe. Oh, damn. How could I forget
Joe
about
Laschet.
Joe?
That's the real tragedy of this election is we're not
Yeah.
getting, first boy of Germany,
Oh my
Joe
God.
Laschet.
Joe Laschet. Yes, shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
so
this could have been like...
What's Olaf Schultz's son doing? Probably
Does he
reading
have-
a book.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, probably just like doing normal German kid stuff.
Yeah.
Like Yeah.
Renovating an old fire truck.
Yeah.
It's like basic shit.
Yeah, he's not going to Italy and getting his picture taken with, fashionistas or like Gloria Zuda hanging out with rappers.
Yo, Gloria Zuda. Damn.
Yeah.
That would have been a candidate. That would have been a candidate for this.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, like, okay, so this is the thing that then I want to I think that we need to break down is that one, that this is like not just last shit. This is the entirety of the CDU being unable to like be a modern party and failing currently at it of trying to get people behind them.
Let's say it's also a fucking tough thing to do after 16 years of
Merkel. Yeah,
Merkel.
of course.
Yeah.
And you have no idea what the identity of your party is. Yeah. Also, too, the CDU had like 5 scandals last year that were all things that somehow have gotten like brushed under the rug. Yeah. So much to the point that we forget that a CDU member died on a flight from Cuba to Germany who was connected with the Azerbaijan.
Oh, fuck, I totally forgot about that.
Exactly. Like, it got to the point that it was like comical of how corrupt the CDU was last year.
There were so many fucking corruption scandals. We talked about them from time to time on Volotron.
Well, we can go through them right now. The big ones were then that you had within a 5-month period, you had the mask scandal that came out.
Yeah, some public procurement fraud, basically. Yeah.
That the CDU was making money
enriching themselves, by giving the Aufträge, the contracts to, kind of like befriended companies.
Yeah.
And like
people they know.
After making one mask legal in Germany, which was like the most obvious shit that like did not work better than any of the other masks.
Yeah, and it's worth pointing out that like a lot of other OECD countries, like Western countries, whatever you want to call them, like did not do that. Like that being the only mask that works is bung science. Like the what is it? The other like blue medical ones that's just like the rectangle of that like works fine for purposes. Yeah, it was it was just corruption.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah,
there's worse corruption. They could have been like, I'm the sausage king of Paderborn or something. And
wait, there was that too. There was the
sausage.
The meat factory.
The meat factory one,
factory, of course.
I'm in Laschet's connections with
Westdeutsch and the one then Westdeutsch. I mean, not Westdeutsch, but they're also Westdeutsch. But Reda Wiedenbrück, Tönnies, the biggest.
That had corona cases that were so bad because they got special.
I mean, Gütersloh, not Reda Wiedenbrück. Sorry.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know, right?
Shout out.
They had such
Bielefeld's neighbor.
They had such horrible corona cases that they had to shut off like
the whole fucking Landkreis, the whole fucking district,
because they were given special permission to not pay attention to the corona rules
because they were seen as essential because the Germans need their sausage on their plates. Yes, it's essential.
Yeah. I love that I have like below average
asparagus
cholesterol
problems.
Oh, the fucking Romanians.
Yeah.
And this year it was the Georgians.
This year it was some Georgians. Last
the year of the Georgian. Before it was the year of the Romanian.
It's like wherever Germany gets their like harvest.
Imported labor.
Imported labor from.
Okay, so we have 3 scandals. Azerbaijan one too happened. Comex was everyone.
Comex was slow burning, but yeah.
I know, but it's like not.
We'll get to that because Olaf Scholz is a part of that.
I know he is.
Yeah. All right. So the CDU, we have 4 scandals, and then the last one being then the vaccination rollout thing. That too was maybe not the CDU's fault, but was the fact of that then that we talked about this previously on I believe it was a Volotron episode of that Germany's vaccine rollout was hindered because Merkel wanted to be very much like a European ideologue and do it through von der Leyen and through this like European system. And then Germany didn't buy their own vaccine, the BioNTech vaccine. And then Jens Spahn, going back and forth left and right,
Remember when we thought he would be the Spitzenkandidat?
Oh, no, that's like, talk about a dude whose political career, I'm surprised, is like still not, like, he's still in office somehow.
Oh, yeah, we should also not forget that there was a scandal with especially like mayors and something like that skipping line when it came to vaccination, and that it was really weirdly organized. So a lot of people like not took their didn't show up to their appointments. There were dosages left and they didn't know what to do with it. And of course they should have, because we had this priority list. It was like, so in Germany it was like that you had priority groups. and you could only get vaccinated if you're in this priority group for everyone who doesn't know because it's different like in other countries. Now it's open for everyone and nobody goes to get a vaccination. So now we have like a vaccination ringbahn in Berlin or a vaccination party and
But like it is amazing how we went from like 30% to 60% in a couple of months, and then the same amount of time we're just like kind of hovering at like mid-60s.
70% of European adults are now vaccinated.
Fair enough.
Yes. Von der Leyen announced that 2 days ago, I think. 3 days ago.
And I like this is not the same as the CDU as a party, but just fucking Handelsblatt just like running the story of like AstraZeneca.
Oh yeah, that fake what is it? They like no, it was because of the deal. They like didn't fully have the entire story right, and
they took a piece of partial information, ran with it, like came to all these like terrible and false conclusions. It was like completely erroneous or whatever, but like they were not punished enough for that. And still to this day, you can't get like certain income bracket / age groups of Germans to take AstraZeneca.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, because of that Handelsblatt article. Yeah, so I mean, there's been all of that boiling up, and then a few months ago, Germany had in West Germany severe flooding that ended up with the death of about 130 people. Yeah. And the CDU started nosediving weeks after that. So I mean, I think it's in the sense of that it was all kind of boiling down to the sense of this happening, and then Laschet
laughing in the background when Steinmeier was holding a speech,
a press conference,
I guess,
and then you see, I mean, this is the thing is that I don't know how much that these are connected, or simply in the sense of that then, like the laughing, like Laschet laughing in the background after a flood thing was like horrible optics. Yeah. However, the thing that I don't necessarily believe about the Laschet alone thing is that Laschet was dumb to begin with, and I don't know, like that was that his first like public appearance of just being stupid for like all of Germany? Because I think that you from NRW know that he's a fucking buffoon. Like he's a bumbling idiot.
What just like took to Twitter the other day was like the story where he fell into a pool.
Oh yeah, when he was on the phone.
He was on the phone with party.
Yeah,
you might know Armin Laschet from his original YouTube viral hit, him falling in the grapes.
Yeah,
and he had his phone or something, and then they just heard a scream and like some bloop bloop bloop. It was like, I'm sorry, and they were like worried, like that. It's like he died or something.
There's like a certain degree of like oafishness that's like acceptable when you're a male president of or chancellor of Germany. Like the women are held to a completely different standard, but like if not that, it's then the weird fucking goofy Shrek costumes or Zoda is in or whatever. Like
yeah. But this is the thing that then I think is the difference of
he's fucking in that.
Zoda and Laschet I think are really funny because they are two different versions of my drunk uncle theory.
Yeah.
Where Laschet is just a buffoon. Laschet can never turn off the buffoonery.
West German drunk uncle, I guess. I don't know. He gives like NRW vibes.
Yeah, he's just a buffoon. There is no redeeming factor of him being like, this is just a little bit of inside baseball. Like Laschet has like a horrible temper. He has like no like actual leadership qualities of the fact of that he is just like
except for leading North Rhine-Westphalia into
which
the
is
ground.
literally which is literally just like a position that you get if you've been in the party long enough because NRW CDU is so corrupt.
Yeah, but you get North Rhine-Westphalia, that's like the fucking like crown prince,
the rich state with the people and the money,
with the most people.
I was in Cologne recently and I saw an ad advertised in the street for
you have money.
It was literally just like, get your kids gold early and quickly, and it's just like, what?
That must be a Cologne thing.
Exactly.
I was listening to that.
They're too close to Rhineland.
Yeah, I was listening. I was like, I saw that while listening to Spaßbremse's like series on like unification, and I was just like,
shout out to Spaßbremse.
I was just like, I was just looking around at all the Vesties, be like, monsters, all of you, you did awful things.
Yes. Vesties are monsters.
But the so the it's classic CDU shit to just like, you've been in the party long enough, so here's a position, but actually no one really likes you. That was the fucking Spitzenkandidat for the EU elections for the EPP. I've forgotten his name.
Manfred Weber, my dog.
Weber,
Yeah,
yes.
Manfred.
He just got that position by being there forever, and then when push came to shove, actually was like, actually everyone hates you, so
Manfred Weber is the most perfect faceless
How did
CDU
fucking
candidate,
von
though.
der
I don't
Leyen
even.
get her fucking commissioner position.
because Weber was less liked than her.
Exactly.
Yeah, shout
And
out
they
to
were
a
like,
king doing the unthinkable, being less liked than Ursula von der Leyen, who's never not been able to shy away from
Exactly.
It's a load-bearing Nazi poster. We can't take it down, or else the base will fall down.
Yeah. Oh my God. Just scandal after scandal with her. It's beautiful. But yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
I think it's the sense. I mean, like, that's the thing that's just so funny is that mentioning von der Leyen as well is that the CDU has just been like notorious their entire. Like, I think people forget that the CDU are one of the most corrupt parties in Europe.
Yep.
We've talked about this before on the show of how you have a party that then like literally the president of the Bundestag, Wolfgang Schäuble, the destroyer of Greece,
Yeah.
had to step down from his position as finance minister way back in the 90s because of a corruption scandal of like undeclared party donations
I mean,
from
yeah, what do
too
you
large of.
expect?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The thing I will say about like the fall of Laschet and
You mean the fall of Laschet in the German sense or the fall of Laschet in the English sense? Of Laschet would be just like the case of Laschet. And the fall of Laschet would be then
Wait,
the.
autumn of Laschet.
Huh?
What? The fall of?
Yeah, fall.
Der Fall
Der
des
Fall
Laschet?
des Fall des Laschet.
Oder der Herbst des Laschet. Sorry. The fall of Laschet. I mean, in September, come on, if he's gonna
it's pretty
win,
good.
then
It's pretty
gonna
good.
Be okay.
the hips. I get it. I actually got that. Took me a minute. But the thing that happened.
Deutscher Herbst 2.0. Sorry, it's not air after.
I'm gonna do Celtic calendar shit and insist it's already autumn. So the thing that happened with that is at the same time. So the fun thing with the polls is you have the polls for ages, but there are two polls in Germany that fucking matter, which is like voting intention polls,
Yes.
and then there are which actual chancellor candidate do you prefer?
Yeah.
And that I think is what swung it like Laschet via Schultz.
Schultz,
Yeah. Because like before the SPD was doing well in the polls, in the voting intention polls, they were doing incredibly well in leadership polls of like, we like Olaf Scholz. And I think that
everything was red. Like the whole
Yeah.
country was red.
and I think
said
that
was
gave more people like permission to think SPT is a viable option this election.
Yeah, and I think that too, that the reason for this transition, this like this
Shout out to Germany for coming out. Germany is now
You're brave.
they them.
yeah. No, I think because everyone's pegging this on Laschet, and I think that that's still incorrect of exactly what you mentioned of that. Then a lot of people who voted Merkel were not CDU voters, and so there's this other myth that we at Corner Späti have been trying the entire time to disprove to you, is that this idea that Germans vote for parties, not candidates, which Angela Merkel's literally the antithesis of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yulia looked very confused because she's like, my entire life has been the exact opposite of this, of that people vote for candidates, not parties. Because party
You have
loyalty
the
is...
thing is, like, here we have like the thing that you can directly vote
Yeah.
a candidate for chancellor and then vote a party with Zweitstimme, with your second vote.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
like the whole thing is you can vote someone else if you don't want the
And Merkel was definitely the bridge between the CDU and the SPD politically.
Exactly.
But it's
You
also
know?
the thing that like basically made the FDP a relevant thing again.
Yeah,
Was Christian
of course.
Lindner's cult of personality
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
like,
True.
yeah, no one gives like as soon as he's gone, everyone will look at the weirdos that.
Who are
stack
the
part.
other guys?
I don't,
I don't
know.
fucking know.
Someone who's invented a cryptocurrency that proves that he didn't rape anyone. That will probably be like the next Spitzenkandidat.
Oh,
for
this
FDP.
isn't a real FDP person.
Probably.
Yeah, but I think that then too, we have to then also understand as well is that there is like the the bridge of what comes after Merkel.
Yeah.
And Scholz has very recently kind of changed gears of being that then I am the rightful successor because I am the most centrist. The pragmatist.
Yeah, if you see that in the way he behaved during the whole like triel, so like the debate triel. I know we had to do it.
Yo, got two girls over. We're gonna have a trio.
The debate threesome. So yeah,
the candidates are gonna fuck, is what we're saying.
Everyone's gonna fuck in a big pile. It's September 26th.
So no, Scholz, like every time he was attacked or in any way, he just was really, really like stoic. Like, you know, he behaved.
Yulia
like,
says stoic. I say boring.
Yeah, you can say that as well. But like, yeah, he probably maybe that was like a Merkel strategy as well because she's always very
boring.
Yeah, you can say that.
You can say stoic. I'm going to call it what it is. It's boring.
Boring.
And this is the thing.
You wanted him to yell?
Yeah, dude. That was the thing is that then...
But like he carries himself as like the statesman. Staatsman. I don't know if you can say that in English. But
you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a statesman. He has to lead the country. So he's going to stand there. He's not going to fucking react to Armin Laschet's little poking.
Exactly. Armin Laschet the exact opposite. And
he was ready to fight.
He got like... visibly angry at the dumbest things.
I know.
And like one part of it was like I saw, given possibly kind of drunk, watching this and being like, damn, I'm in Laschet fucking cool with it. Like he getting mad. He's a big baby.
Oh, you're also American. You're used to
No,
this.
no. Because it was like my drunk uncle theory was boiling up in my brain of like, oh, he's a sloppy, dumb person who just is like sitting there just getting offended. Literally just like had maybe some of had the best answer I've ever heard in a debate ever, which was, what are women afraid of? And he answered tunnels.
Tunnels, yes. Fucking hate them. Scary out there.
What?
Yes. He's like, where do women feel most unsafe? And he was just like, tunnels.
Yeah. He did not think further that it could be men in tunnels that the women are
it's the tunnels themselves.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm giggly Armin Laschet. Everyone feels safe around me.
Yeah.
I look like a Care Bears landlord.
Yes.
He looks like one of the fucking Keebler elves. I've never noticed that.
He's a Pillsbury doughboy, like got his act together, got a job.
And that job is
went to work for his dad's company in Troyes or whatever the fuck. I took a train to Troyes. That place is fucked.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no.
Laschet again. Angry. Also thought,
Oh yeah, no. Laschet just got pissed at like the smallest things. Wanted to fight everyone on stage, and at the end of it was like, if you want to like have, he like tried to do like the whole like culture war thing.
Weird, Abschluss like statement. His like final statement was super weird. He was really doing like, we are like conservative consistency or whatever, like something like that. And then he was like, oh, you want that?
He like leaned into like the microphone, being like,
you want that freaky green candidate over there, or you want that red fella who might go with a communist? Something basically what he said, but like less like outspoken version of it.
Yeah. And the thing I think is so interesting about it too is that then while like, okay, here's me being wrong for the second time ever on the show, that then I was saying that Laschet being a sloppy dum-dum that he was in the debate was going to benefit him, and they just kept doing worse.
See, I told you.
I know that you told me, but I was too stupid to imagine drunk uncle theory. But drunk uncle theory can only work in the sense of Söder, which is that you're still like competent. Where Laschet just got angry.
Yeah, you need you see the difference. I feel like the difference between the two drunk uncles of Laschet and Söder.
Söder is a sexy uncle.
We all want to fuck Söder. No, the in the Shrek costume.
Yes.
I'm Fiona. Bend me over. I'm Donkey. Whatever. I don't know. I haven't seen Shrek in a while.
That's exactly how it happens.
That's how it happens.
Yes.
Yeah, they fuck at the end. But okay, well, they kind of do. The thing that I think is happening there is the two drunk uncles. So Söder is the drunk uncle that is like running the like barbecue garden party that you've gone to. Like
exactly,
he's got everything in order. He's having fun.
He's grilling.
He's opening up a brew house in fucking I don't know, like Pennsylvania.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's running shit while at the same time being like
Drunk.
a good host and kind of fun. Whereas like
drunk.
Laschet is just like wind him up and let him go, but Jesus Christ, don't let him near the grill. Like he's going to fuck up.
Yeah, no, Laschet's just
something.
the dude who appears to the grill party being thrown by Markus Söder already plastered off his ass.
Yes.
And then
like he's fun. But
yeah, like
don't get me wrong.
But there's definitely like a thing that if the CDU was a smart party right now, they would have just chosen Söder because I feel that then he could have deflected a lot of these other. Because remember, it isn't just Laschet; it's the entire scandals of the CDU of the past 2 years.
Question, I think you guys have answered this before. Has there ever been a CSU Spitzenkandidat?
No, there has. Yes, there has been a Bundeskanzler kandidat, and that was Franz Josef Strauss,
okay.
and he lost
He was
to Willy Brandt.
The worst.
Oh, we can't. Okay,
By the
that's
way,
it. That's
like,
it.
we hate him.
This is like German Christian Democrats.
Wait,
like,
did he lose to Brandt or Schmidt?
Let me check.
Anyway, it was.
This is like their Vietnam syndrome. We like we can't do it again. We can't let a guy from Munich.
Yeah, so ever since that, because he is the holiest person in CSU politics, he is the head. He was the head of their party for pretty much the entire post-war time until his death, if I'm not mistaken. Not until his death, but until like a few years before then. Is a absolute fucking legend, bro.
He lost to Helmut Schmidt.
Okay, yeah, I was wrong then.
Okay.
But so that's the thing is that he was the only candidate ever that then was the CDU Spitzenkandidat, and since then they've never nominated one because there is this opinion that a Bavarian will never be taken seriously, and I don't think that's true anymore. I just don't like.
They're kind of separatists. That's the problem.
We found a Rhinish goofball. So
Yeah. Well, I think I think because Bavaria is the only country state with the CSU, they probably think it's too specific to rally a whole country behind it.
Yeah, there's a logic there, sure, but like it's an it's an assumption. Like
it's the idea that people think that like Bavarians are yokels when in reality it's the richest area in Germany.
Oh yeah.
Beyond that of anywhere else in this country. Like like Hessen has like Frankfurt, like the financial stuff, but Frankfurt itself as a city does not compare to how much wealth is in Munich.
Oh yeah.
Like Bavaria, people always make the comparison of Bavaria being Texas because they're backwards. No, Bavaria's Texas because they're rich. Incredibly rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weapons and cars.
Yeah.
Germany's favorite things.
Yeah.
The reason why Bavaria has such incredibly strong rules, strong laws against like Kurdish groups is because
they have
weapons
big ass
deals,
connections with
weapons contracts that are made with Bavarian companies to Erdogan.
There are a lot
and
of
they've had a lot of special legislation passed.
There are a lot of businessmen making deals with the CDU and being like big like friends with the party, CSU party.
It's strange because this goes into like completely theoretical shit, like because like the whole thing with Texas is that Texas kind of became this representation of like the new center of power in the United States when like things moved away from like New England to the Sun Belt, because there was this like weird kind of culture shock in the United States of like weird provincial Dallas cowboy weirdos now have a bunch of money because they discovered oil, but like maybe you could say like Rhein-Ruhr, like Bonn area and stuff like that is like the New England of Germany.
I wouldn't even bother making these. You can't make these comparisons because Germany has like the Rhineland and Ruhrgebiet and all that industry. All their money came from industrial production, and you now have the sense too of then a lot of these areas are incredibly poor now. Like Duisburg is one of the poorest cities in
like
Germany.
Because
it's that is. I mean, if you want to compare it to anything, it's like Detroit in some areas, or like Pittsburgh of these like.
I guess that's the point. Like
which Germany's economy still remember. This is a big point of the election stuff. Going back to the debate, is that This is like a thing to like kind of clarify is that then Germany's economy is still not been completely like deindustrialized.
Yeah.
Remember? There's a lot of manufacturing done in Germany. Yeah. And that's been one of the main reasons why all three of the major parties don't want to commit to anything more radical than 2040.
2038 coal removal.
Yeah, exactly. No, 2040. 2038 was
2035.
35 is what Die Linke is proposing. Every other party is proposing 2040. 38 was a compromise that then was brought up as a potential, but in the party manifestos of all the other parties is 2040.
And then
with the AfD and the FP don't have one.
Oh, of course not.
And then 2030 is like a movements thing. No parties actually. Okay.
Yeah. 35 would be
35 is Die Linke. Die Linke has, I would argue, of the major parties, the most radical
in their party program.
Yeah,
but nobody realized that because they are not a single issue party, so they don't write it on their flag. Hey,
for people who aren't on the Patreon and the Volt episode we did recently, Rob did make the very good point of like the Greens rely entirely on branding. Like if you actually look at the Vol programs up under this, like Die Linke has the best environmental position, but the Greens are the Greens.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is like exactly like good, like kind of getting to that. Then is the thing that the debate really showed is I think how far right the Overton window in Germany has become. People who like pretend that Germany's not a conservative country. If you can understand German, go and rewatch the Triel. It was like an hour and a half of pure hell of nothing but conservative talking points.
Oh yeah,
like there was not one answer from anyone that was maybe in the sense of like, I like women, which is not a. Yeah.
I mean, they were like, okay, there was like this gender talking point and shit like that.
Yeah, but how did all the candidates like? Okay, the I love women part. What was every candidate's solution for making stuff safer for women?
Demolish all the tunnels.
Yes.
Kill all the mole men.
Tunnel-free country by 2030.
Damn, I forgot what they were answering.
Deutsche Bahn, you want to go on strike? Well, too bad. We're blocking all the rail lines. Destroy all the tunnels.
Video cameras.
Oh yeah, CCTV.
Yeah. Every single one of them had the exact same answer,
That's
being
lovely.
like, we love ladies, therefore more video cameras everywhere in parks.
Surveillance station.
Lena said that?
Yeah, and Lena Baerbock said that she wants more video cameras, more surveillance everywhere.
Well, like even actually that's the whole conservative talking point, like the best, so you don't have to watch an hour and a half debate, or because if you don't understand German, the best example of this is just like how parties responded to Anna Baerbock. Anna Baerbock being this like, we're the sensible Greens. We love NATO. Let's give Estonia a nuke. Like, and then, but then like the response to that was just like, you're a communist. Go away. You're a
that
communist.
is so funny because she's clearly like in love with the EU and NATO.
Yeah, she's like a right-wing member of her party.
I wouldn't say that, but like
we can get worse.
You could have Habeck, who's an actual right-wing member of his party,
or like what's his name, Kretschmer.
Oh yeah,
you can undo all of that shit.
But I think that then
actually in Baden-Württemberg.
We did.
Anyway,
but I think that in the sense that the Greens see the success of that example of Baden-Württemberg, and like we can base our entire party policy on working potentially with the CD. We've talked about this before. So
Baden-Württemberg is the green Bavaria.
But they did not chose Habeck, and that's the whole thing. We talked about that as well.
Yes,
that they're not necessarily going for the whole like black-green situation.
This is the thing that then I don't.
Right now, it's more in a confrontational.
This is the thing that then exactly. This is the thing that really frustrates me with Baerbock is that while Habeck at least has the ideological grounding of it, that I know that he's a more, economically liberal member of his party. Yeah. Baerbock, I had no idea how she was gonna potentially form around her party's policies, because then you realize that the Greens had none, and we're just gonna kind of like coast along and see
branding.
It's branding. Yeah. And Baerbock having the answers that she did at the demonstration, at the
demonstration,
at the debate, I think proved very much the case that the Greens have been doing a lot of research of realizing that then these right-wing talking points are what the media want to hear. bid, like all these kind of things.
Yeah, but she's doing how she was talking about gender.
I know, because then the Greens are going to be I'm talking about like there's certain issues that the Greens will be more progressive on, gender issues.
So but that is the thing. I feel like, and also that's weird that those are like the questions in Valomat, like etc. There's a lot of like culture war stuff going on in the sense of like asking that, and of course
speed limit on the autobahn.
Yeah, exactly. It's the fucking speed limit. It's the general like question.
Highway to the danger zone without any speed limit.
Highway to Duisburg.
But yeah, so like a lot of the times it feels like people are like, when it comes to the Greens, only focusing on that and saying like, oh, see, they're very progressive. And these are the talking points that especially are pushed by the young Greens, because like the gender debate is a big topic for the younger Green.
There's things in their Val program that are better than other parties that claim to be more progressive than them, like but like they the Greens on paper are for companies not being allowed to donate to parties.
And Volt would never be a
no. Command F GmbH on their donations page. But like, it's they can't, like, this is the whole thing with this election, is they can't have their cake and eat it too. Like they can't, because there's still candidates who are doing like the hand painted posters or the pictures of them at demos.
This is the thing though, that the Greens on a local level are a different, so the Greens are probably weirdly.
Yeah, the Greens but we talked about that before and also in different episodes when we talked about the Greens in general. Yeah, on a regional level, and especially also the youth groups of the parties are probably more progressive and more left.
There's definitely people who are in that party who, at least on local levels, should not be in that party. They should be in Dynamica.
Yeah, for example, like here in Berlin. Yeah, we have someone who's like fighting for like squatted houses and stuff like that.
Exactly. There are members there's the Berlin Greens brought up internally with their at their party conference of if they should support Enteignung and whatnot, like seriously debated on it. Yeah. Same thing the SSPD did. Yeah. But there's a level, so the Greens are really weird.
I was about to say that. Did you say that? What? You accidentally said it.
That's like a sick burn in the 40s. The SSPD.
The SSPD.
You killed Rosa Luxemburg, fuck you.
Yeah, but the leadership of the Greens is like weirdly on the national level very centralized, and at the local level there's like don't give a shit. It seems like where the SPD has been very much putting their hands into all aspects of their local parties to make him more centrist, and been finding that they are not doing very well. Franziska Giffey being like the mayoral candidate for Berlin, who is hated by everyone who's not
despite those lovely posters.
I mean, who's not like
with the plebs.
Yes. Yeah. And she's always like wearing this really like nice costume.
Barely touching the man's dog.
It's like, but I'm here.
And then she
take
can
a picture, but do it quickly.
Yeah, but then get
I
her
need to go outside of the ring. I need to leave.
Get her in a room full of what is it, like those like real estate executives, and she's having just the fucking best time of her life. Yes. She's just letting loose. She's getting crazy.
Sometimes they wear masks.
What I wanted to say about the Greens, and I mean it comes as no surprise, basically, because if we just look at the Gerhard Schröder-Joschka Fischer alliance, like with the SPD and the Greens, because Joschka Fischer as well, like was of course like riding the train of his like radical past, saying like, oh look, I was throwing like stones at the police and stuff. He actually, I think he didn't really advertise it that much because
we made up, we're friends now.
But then it's
no longer best friends with radical politics. Police now.
But then he was like he was a foreign minister.
And
he loved NATO as well.
Oh like, God, absolutely,
exactly.
Well, like everything with him was like G20, the G20 protests in Hamburg.
Joschka Fischer needed to exist in German politics for the sense of that you could show that this party was growing, and that's like, I don't like this. I don't like invading Afghanistan, but we have to do it. Because,
we're big boys now.
Which was like, I think, a big thing of determining what the future of that like generation of pacifist activists who then were in the Greens were. And I think it's also kind of makes sense that they're like,
we're all grown up now. We love NATO.
Yeah, exactly. It's this. It's
give Estonia a nuke.
Yes, please.
We trust them.
I trust them.
They tax my company very little. It's fine.
They're called Estonia.
Yeah.
They have internet in their taxis.
Give the internet taxi a nuke. All right, sorry.
They're just gonna turn Estonia into like Crimea.
It's NATO's Crimea.
Yay! All right.
Oh yeah, Ukraine's not a part of NATO.
Oh, but they want to be though. Oh, they want it so hard.
Yeah, and I guess that then the thing kind of tying then all this together is okay. So we have like CDU fallen off. We have the fact that then that the Overton window of Germany has been pushed very right wing, and now
You were actually sorry.
Yeah.
You were actually making this one point about like the SPD trying to get like one party line and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, well,
yeah. You can say that. You can see that was Kev.
Kevin Kühner.
Kevin Kühner, yeah. Because I know we all got very upset about this.
What have you done to my beautiful boy?
Yes, we had the hope that this little that this guy was on our side, and then now he's like standing on
calling Giffy like a
on stages,
yeah,
being like with Giffy or like cuddling up, and there is the Scholz, and I saw the campaign.
I
speech,
mean, I think we've said.
What are you gonna do during an election year, though? I mean, like, let's be honest.
Of course. I'm just saying, like, it's,
we've said this before in the podcast, though, that this moment would come or will come and go.
Kevin Kühner is the future Olaf Scholz. You do know this, right? Starting Olaf Scholz, a Leninist, goes to Hamburg, becomes horrible.
Yeah,
like everyone in Hamburg except for Rob.
Yeah,
we should not forget that Olaf Scholz is the guy that first of all was fighting with like all the anarchist groups in Hamburg, was like removing
because he was a good Leninist and he knew that they sucked. Yes.
No.
Skip the step of establishing an actual worker state. Just go straight to attacking.
He's like, I wanted the Kronstadt rebellion. Like, I want to stomp out my own Kronstadt rebellion right now. I don't care about
they
settling
have a
up.
harbor there. It's like sailors.
Exactly.
I don't give a shit about Hamburg is Kronstadt.
I don't give a shit about establishing a socialist
like somewhere in
state.
Denmark, he just starts attacking.
No, but seriously, and we have to mention this again and again because people keep forgetting. He found a way in Hamburg for police to kill people without using their guns. And this was not allowed in
It's called swag.
Yeah, well, this was not allowed in any other fucking state in Germany. To make police police being allowed to like induce, I don't know, like or enforce throwing up, like vomiting through like medication and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
or like
yeah.
pushing staff, medical staff to do that on
Fuck?
people.
Yeah.
That's how people like a lot of the times.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that stuff called? There's like a whole 20-minute long scene in Family Guy where they all drink it.
Epitech or whatever.
Epitech, yeah.
A lot of the times it was connected to racism, of course.
Oh yeah, because the police.
Yeah.
That's one of the weirdest things I found out
We should
that
not
like
forget that Olaf Scholz is that guy.
Yeah.
Saying that.
No, of course. And perfect transition to our good boy, Olaf Scholz, of that I am beginning to think more and more and more that he will be the next chancellor of Germany. And I've just kind of accepted the fact that, like, all right, like, it is, like, makes sense. It's normal. He is really, as, like, media is calling him, the successor to Merkel, which...
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. And I think that is actually how he gained like all those like votes recently. Like votes, not votes, but in the polls. Like that's
he's just boring. He's pragmatic. He's not stupid like Laschet. Yeah. And
Laschet is just dumb.
I want to shout out Ben Miller, friend of the show, for the perfect response to Olaf Scholz on screen, which he just responded with the meme. The like old YouTube comment of I love her lack of energy, go girl, give us nothing. Which is very much what Scholz is like. It is strange because I wonder if doing Merkel again can work.
Well, I don't think it only is that. I think it's the fact too that then Scholz is the only one at national government as well.
Yeah.
You know, and he's been in the coalition. He's been talking a lot about how he's like, I love my time currently in the GroKo. Like, you know, we've just been having lots of laughs, been having a good time, you know. Yeah, we've had
punch each other sometimes. Like,
Look what the people who vote for my party say. I love the GroKo.
Yeah, that's the thing that was so funny is that there was internal voting within the SPD when they were making a coalition, and they were like, please do not make GroKo again. And they're like,
Not only
you
that.
you want more?
You want more?
Yeah, no, but like it's also just like
you want to hear the same song again?
Yeah, literally.
Look, I've heard what you said about me fucking my ex, but this time I'll top. That's basically what this is. They're going to be bottom this time.
Yeah, but seriously, we have to consider that as well, because they had this like whole member referendum about like and voting Nahles. Wait, was it Nahles?
Yep.
Yeah. Like voting a more like left Parteispitze, like head of the party.
Head of the party, yeah.
For them then to nominate someone like Olaf Scholz, like punching everyone like that is left or like in the SPD in their fucking faces. Yeah.
Who else though? Like I gotta be honest though.
But that's why people left the party. But that is also why Olaf Scholz is not. Even though I totally believe that he loves GroKo way more, like the like big coalition.
He loves this shit. Yeah.
With the CDU, just for people that don't know what GroKo is, he loves it way more than red green.
Yeah.
He has to though. He's not like on the party. I think from the parties line not allowed to rule it out, because you actually have like the party heads and like them saying, okay, now we have like red green in Berlin, for example, and if you say that because you're a typical like West German social democrat.
He's running in Potsdam. Do you know that he's running in Potsdam?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that's bizarre?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So they're putting Olaf Scholz in a very safe area.
That's when he said like, I think like with the East and shit like that. So like East Germany. See, I'm running in Potsdam, so I know.
They put him there because it's an easy
like
seat.
that.
He can't lose.
Yeah, of course, no, not in Potsdam.
Just like how they put my boy, fucking what's his name, the child man baby.
In fucking Vorpommern or whatever.
Philipp.
Yeah, Philipp Amthor in Merkel's old seat. Yeah.
Philipp.
He's aging sideways. I don't understand.
But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, of course he's not allowed to rule it out, even though I think he probably would if someone would ask him on a personal level.
I think they're...
Personally, I hate red, green, but that would definitely.
I think that's the same with Franziska Giffey. Ask her. I think she hates it.
Oh, she already said that she wouldn't like
with Die Linke.
Yeah.
They literally hate their own party. Like we need to like get that out of the way.
It's such an interesting thing though, because it's like every combination of coalition exists somewhere in this fucking country. So like, like it's always going to be a politically bad move before election results to say you won't do one combination or the other, except maybe AFD, like working with them in some capacity.
Oh, it's going to happen one day.
It's going to happen one day. I believe that too. But like,
it's going to be the AFD and the FDP. You know it.
But it's the thing of like you can't rule out.
They tried that in Thüringen already.
But it's like it is the correct thing to do politically, because it's like you can't rule out GroKo because you're in one. You can't rule out RRG because you're in one in Berlin. You can't rule out like Schwarz-Grün because you're in that in Baden-Württemberg.
Like traffic light coalition in Rheinland-Pfalz.
Yeah, like this version. Like a coalition exists somewhere in the country, and it's going to be like politically a stupid move to just like.
I know, but it's like a big thing, especially in the West SPD, to say never with the left or something.
Yeah, because they're all.
And I've seen that on Twitter so many times. Like people like higher members of the party. I mean, even, maybe not higher, but like on regional level, on district level, or whatever.
Well,
and they said like, oh, we can't do that because those are the extremes, and we can't have the right extreme or the left extreme.
Die Linke is literally your party
and the
from
left together.
Yeah,
and
Die Linke is literally the political position.
Exactly, they're not
the SPD.
They're not the KPD.
40 years ago. Yeah. Like I do like. I know that then I've gotten in like a few like arguments with people about this, so that then like. Die Linke is not a socialist party. It's like they are and they aren't. Their policies are pretty palatable social democracy at the core.
Like a Hajjoist wing of like the you can find
exactly.
Oh, we have some fun in there.
We're just hanging out, having a good time. But it's like
in a bunker.
Regardless of that, at the end of the day, this is the thing that pisses me off with a bunch of leftists about Die Linke is that like, yes, I get it. They are bad on a few things. They have a very weird party leadership, and they are problematic with their inability to address maybe dealing with these few things. However, at the end of the day, what other like major party is at least having like base social democracy as their thing? Like, I get you want the communism, you want the socialism, you want the this, you want that. Cool, great, fine. But Germany is so far right wing right now. I feel that the dumb doing like the compromise thing, but like you literally have a left wing government, like a left wing party that's like been in government since the fall of the wall, more or less, kind of like in parliament.
Technically, if you want to go into it, they've been in government somewhere since the Nazis were defeated.
Well, yeah, I mean they have their own country, you know, but yeah, like you have then this like this viable party that then has a pretty strong wing of socialist values at the bare minimum. I get, like, you know, they're a mess, but...
Are we talking the left?
Huh? Yeah, Die Linke, yeah. And it's like, I do not understand how this party does so poorly.
I can tell you.
I know that you can. I know I can tell myself too why they do so poorly.
It's the West, and they still believe that this is like the SED. And that's what they keep saying, and that's the narrative they keep repeating. It's so funny, actually.
It's actually horrible. Like, cause again,
how many years? How many years will they keep doing that?
Oh, forever. Because it's not actually about that. It's an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So how can we could basically say the same about the CDU. We actually are like CDU and FDP, and how many fucking ex-Nazis like they had in their party.
Much.
So
I'm sorry, but the SED and the NSDAP are not remotely similar. I think
of course not.
That's what I'm saying is that anyone who gives you that fucking thing is a bird-brained idiot who's just like communism, Nazism. I can't tell the
theory over there.
6 million people. Actually, not even 6 million. 6 million. Only 6 million Jews.
Yeah. 13
however million people fucking died of World War II. Yeah, that is equally as bad as like 100 and whatever people who got shot at the fucking Berlin Wall. Like, what? Yeah. There's more people who die every year crossing into the United States than did at the entirety of the Berlin Wall's existence. I'm not saying that the Berlin Wall was good, but like, fuck's sake, like, you know, like priorities.
Priorities.
Sprasprem's miniseries on reunification is very, very good. That history is been very successfully rewritten, especially in the West. Even just the whole, like, the protests and stuff that happened in East Germany of, like, they didn't really want reunification.
Yeah.
Like, it was a poor country. It was richer than Spain at the time. And then also just, like, the vindictive nature of reunification. Like, what was that thing called in Berlin? The People's Palace or whatever? They just fucking...
Oh, the Volkspalast, yeah.
They
tore it down and they put this monstrosity of the old... imperial palace there.
Yeah, might as well have just jacked off in a big circle and like, what I imagine of like, this is a heavy-handed satirization of like the end of the Cold War, of just like everyone in Congress in Washington jacking off as they nuke Cuba or something like that. Yeah. That's like a Garth Ennis comic that's gone too far or something. But like, that's kind of what happened in reunification. Like, it's upsetting, but at this point, I just think it's an excuse. It's an excuse not to like vote for something that's probably more sensible, not to look at the fall program and say, oh, I believe climate change is a problem. Those floods were a big deal. Oh, it actually kind of turns out of all the major 6 parties, Die Linke has the best climate change program, but the Greens are the Greens.
Yeah.
They're green. They're green.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
them. They're
have
green.
it in their name. Come on.
Yeah. And they were never weird Nazis. The Greens.
No.
Maybe not.
No.
But I really like. I'm excited to see where this goes. I feel that we're still like Germany's weird because we're in the month of the election, but I still feel it's like too early to.
I know, right?
Like you've been Europeanized.
I have. Yeah.
Elections don't start until like 2 minutes before the polls open.
Yeah,
exactly.
We live in Italy.
So, I guess in that sense, I can invite all of our listeners to come and see us.
I'm gonna be late.
You'll be late. It's fine. On the
Real Heads will see Yulia
on
No Rest Hill, Brooklyn.
Exactly. You have to stay on until I'm there.
Exactly.
Because I'm working.
Yeah, we're gonna actually. we
coming out in like full pajamas with a sleep hat on. Be like, everyone can go to bed now.
We actually rented out the Olympia Stadion, and Yulia put her childhood home there, and we're gonna be.
Good night, everybody. We're all in a big bed. Lights go down.
Yeah. No,
we should probably say what this is.
We're doing an election event with Kieran's mentioned Spaßbremse multiple times now in this episode. Yeah. With Spaßbremse,
was that?
there's a little bit of plug.
My thesis is Spaßbremse is the required listening before you can get any of our jokes.
Exactly.
They explain what we're referencing.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That's right. So yeah, catch up on all the episodes of Spaßbremse. There's like 8 now or something like that. But yeah, we're doing an event with them on the 26th of September at Donau 115, I believe is the name of the bar. All this information is on Facebook, Twitter, of things that we
can link it in.
Yeah, we'll link it in the show notes. It's gonna be a fun time. We're all planning outfits that we're gonna wear.
Oh shit.
Well, Kieran has and Rob has, but you and I still have to.
Okay.
I'm thinking
you'll be coming from work, so it's okay if you don't have an outfit.
I'm thinking tracksuits because it makes it a little bit easier for both of us.
So
but
both
like
in
also,
tracksuit?
we can be cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Then we're both in tracksuits.
One of us has to go home and change. So 5:30. We'll hopefully also stream it as well. Twitch.tv/corner Späti. Spelt the way when you have to spell things without an umlaut. And from 5:30 onwards, half an hour before the first exit poll comes out.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
And hopefully this will not be our last time talking about the German elections, and that we just kind of gave a overview of where we are, because I still feel it's like chaotic. I still feel that we can't really give
such an up and down.
Yeah,
because like it's new that Scholz is doing so well. Like that only recently happened. The SPD, as I said, were on their
I still stand by that tweet I made of just like all European elections, either the polling that you were doing all year round will hold for election season, and it's a pretty accurate prediction, or it was all meaningless and everything will change 2 weeks before the votes are actually cast. Yeah. That's the only 2 ways it can happen. And I think Germany's one of those. I'm looking forward to our first Die Grauen government. That's what's going to happen. That's my prediction. Yeah. The Greys are going to get into power.
Yeah, the aliens,
ultimate crank party.
Maybe in a coalition with Die Violetten.
And
I want some
Die Republikaner.
No, they're Nazis.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying.
I want the Greys with the spiritual ones.
I want the Grey Wolf Party.
I mean, that is not too unlikely.
The Greys with the Freie Wähler and that Die Urbana Party, the rap party.
Oh, the hip hop party.
Yeah.
And they're at least anti-racist.
Exactly. And also, I feel like if I vote for them, I'll get a free carton of 4Bro. That is because they have like the exact same branding as 4Bro.
Imagine that this is what exists in Germany. In Germany, have you listened to German rap? Like they made a hip hop party. Like,
I just love that Gaddafi song.
Oh yeah, that song's a fucking bop.
Pata, right? Yeah. Shout out.
So anyway, that shout out was for the Gaddafi song, which we might play at the live show at one point.
Yeah, if we don't get, we won't get copywritten. What are we talking about?
Hey, we play music. Fun.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah,
cool. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
But yeah.
People have given us a stage, Julia.
Why?
I don't know.
I guess then on that note, we will see you guys all next week, and hopefully at the election party.
Yes.
And come on by. It'll be fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.